All right, good morning. Let's see here. Fixing a couple of things real quick. We good to go. Welcome to Manhood. Today is Monday. What is it, March 23rd? March 23rd, yeah. We're going to be going through Job, chapters, 10 and 11 today? It'll be a good time. It's actually kind of a sad time. But it'll be fun because we're going to try to go fight the final boss of this game real quick. And then we might head into the DLC. So we'll see about that. My computer is totally lagging to death, and I'm trying to figure out how to get it to work. Hold on. There we go. I fixed it. All right. Erich, good morning. Welcome. Have you here? I'm going to put a headset on. Okay, Job chapter 10 and 11. Before we get, we'll do a quick little intro to that. Job chapter 10 and 11. I'm trying to figure out how to break up these chapters because they're some of them make a lot of sense right together. Some of them don't. But Job chapter 10 and 11 show two very, very contrasting responses to suffering. And so I think they fit together well. In chapter 10, Job pours his heart out to God. He's questioning, he's grieving, and trying to understand why he was even created. If it was going to turn out like this. And then in chapter 11, his friend Zophar, I have no idea how to pronounce it, but Zophar responds. And that guy does not hold back at all. He does not hold back. It's interesting to see the progression. We'll look at the progression as well of kind of how the friends respond too, because it's super interesting. And he basically says, hey, you're talking too much. You're not as innocent as you think. And honestly, you deserve worse than you have here right now. So he goes pretty hard. And it shows us kind of the contrast of like the beauty of true and honest prayer, and then the danger of harsh and oversimplistic theology. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and walk through our daily proverb and our gratitude. So, daily proverb for the day is Proverbs 10 in verse 12, and it says, hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. I like that one because I feel like it is a kind of an ode back to the gospel, or ode toward the gospel. This is written before the gospel was written. All right, let's go in here. We'll see how this goes. Gratitude for the day. Yesterday we got to go out. We got to have lunch with my extended family. There's like 12. Justin, welcome in, man. Thank you. I will keep going. I appreciate it. TTFR, thank you for liking it. All right, we're skipping the intro scenes. We're not doing that. But yesterday, we got to go out and do family lunch, and there was like, oh, I'm not rolling well. Hold on. There was like 12 grandkids there, and it was just fun. It was a good time. And then I got to take some time to work on some stuff on this stream, which is cool. And thirdly, I got to eat grilled chicken yesterday, which I'm very excited about. And we made a bunch of extra for this week so that I can eat it while I'm at work. Oh, I got hit. Okay, I got to figure out the rolling pattern there. So those are my 3 things of gratitude. All right. Guts, thank you for sharing the live. Wow, I appreciate it, man. That's huge. That is huge. And Justin, thanks for following. Okay, we're going to go into a quick recap for those of us who have not been here up to this point. We're in Job right now, and we're going through 10 and 11 today. But bro, that's his name. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. So up to chapter 9 of the book of Job, we're moved from tragedy into like a deep theological tension. We're introduced to Job as a righteous man who suddenly loses everything, right? We see these kind of 2 contrasting views, one of Job's living his life, he's living in honor to God, the other of this kind of divine counsel of God coming together. The Satan, or the enemy, the adversary, the accuser, comes before God, and God says, hey, have you considered Job? And so he gives him the authority to go out and test Job, right? So he does. He first takes away in one day. He loses pretty much like all of his livelihood. He loses all of his kids, and he loses his servants. But he still doesn't curse God. He worships him, and then the enemy comes back, and once again, it's like, hey, skin for skin, man. If you would let me actually affect his body, he'd curse you. So he says, go ahead. So he breaks out in sores and boils, and it really, really devastating stuff. His wife comes forward and is like, hey, you should just give up your honor, and you should curse God. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. Give up your honor and curse God. And he says, why would I not accept the evil from God if I accept the good from him? That was terrible. And so he does not curse God. His friends come out. They travel from long distances to meet with him. To their credit, they sit with him quietly for 7 days to bless him. And then Job speaks. He laments the day of his birth. He laments that he is alive. He is very, very sad. And then his friends start to speak. And what we're seeing is this progression of his friends speaking, right? One of them comes forward, and he has a lot of tact. He is seemingly attempting to like, hey, like, you're a good man, you've done this good stuff, but we both know that God is just, right? He says it with a little bit of grace, a little bit of humility, but he still says, we know why this must be happening. It's because you sinned, right? And we as the audience know that is not why. It's because he was righteous, upright, and blameless is why he's seeing this. So Eliphaz says that. Job gives his response and claims he is innocent. And then we see Bildad come forward, and he's a little less put together, right? He's still being kind, but he says, hey, listen, yeah, you must have sinned, right? Like we know this. We know this to be the case. Kelton, thank you for following. 007, thank you for following. Very cool name. So we know that you must have sinned. God is just. And then Job gives his response, and then he turns to God, right? And he starts talking to God. Hold on. This is going to be an intense time to try and read this chapter. So we'll see how well we're able to do. All right. Take a sip real quick. I don't know. Can you poison this guy? Oh, I can't hit him. I will answer your question just 1 second. Just 1 second here. Oh, he caught him again. Oh, man. He caught him again. Okay, I need to roll through the actual... Hold on. All right, we're good. So now we're going to head in. Hold on. You're good, LOL. I understand. I hate this boss. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Kelton. Hold on. I've prayed a lot about this, man. I don't have a conviction against playing games like this. If you do, I definitely don't think that you should disregard that conviction. But I do not have that. All right. Because what aren't real? Oh. It's very... Oh, because games aren't real. Yeah, that's true. They're not real. It's a game. Erich von Erich has no patience for this. He is very, very adamant about this. We do get questions like this quite a bit. Yes, it is. It's Elden Ring. I think that storytelling is a very, very important part. I think Jesus makes that clear, that storytelling is a very important part of our life. And mankind is supposed to, in the image of God, make stories. And I think that's a part of this. And stories, by their nature, have good and evil in contrast to each other. And you get to see both of those things. And that's a key important part. Okay, we're going into Job, starting in chapter 10. Hold on, I gotta zoom in on this thing so I can read it. Try rolling toward him. Will do, Derek. I will do that. Okay. Here we go. All right, let's go. Let's go. We'll roll toward him this time, Derek. We'll try that. All right, so this is Job speaking still. So last time we were reading Job talk, we ended with him talking about, hey, I need a mediator, right? That's where we talked about Job is like looking forward to the cross, being like, I need someone to come between me and God and to intercede for me. And we talked a ton about how that's exactly what Jesus is for us, right? So Job is still in this moment of speaking. He's essentially just got done being like, I can't speak to God. I can't defend myself for him. Tito, welcome, man. Hello. It's good to see you. Okay, so he says, I loathe my life. I will give free utterance to my complaint. Devin, I appreciate you following, man. I will speak in the bitterness of my soul. I will say to God, do not condemn me. Let me know why you contend against me. Does it seem good to you to oppress, to despise the work of your hands, and favor the designs of the wicked? Okay, so pay attention to it. Job is in deep agony and suffering, right? He is struggling hardcore. And so he's saying things that I think a lot of us, even if we were in a very struggling place, would be fearful to say. But he is saying, hey, give me a moment to just complain freely, right? And he's talking to God, directly to God. Give me a moment to complain freely. Let me speak my mind and my thoughts here. And then he still maintains the I tried to roll toward him. Hold on. He still maintains that God is good, right? He's like, hey, you've knit me together. But he's like, hey, do you... Oh, I need to like roll kind of back with him on that one. No, that was terrible. I forgot to heal. Forrest, I don't know. I don't know what that means exactly. Do I accept guests? You're welcome to be here. Is that what you're saying? Or am I missing... Is there some other thing? I will speak to the bitterness of my soul. I will say, God, do not condemn me. Let me know why you contend against me. Does it seem good to you to oppress, to despise the work of your hands? So you created me, right? And he's going to go further into this creation piece. He's like, hey, let me know why you contend against me. Let me speak freely. Let me know what's going on. Why do you despise the work of your hands? Why do you favor the designs of the wicked? So he's like, I'm looking around, God, and I see these people who are against you, these people doing these terrible things, and they seem to be okay, and yet I am being torn down to the very root of my soul. Like, what is happening? Why do you despise the work of your hands? You still created me. So he's still holding God in high honor, but he's speaking much more freely, and he's saying things that I think would be uncomfortable to a lot of us. And then he says this, right? So this is like I believe what he's saying here is almost like a argument of absurdity. It's like, because he goes in and he's like, have you eyes of flesh? Are your days as the days of man? Oh, I need to click this thing because I haven't done this at all. Or your years as a man's years, that you seek out my iniquity and search for my sin. And he's like, hey, God, you were so much greater than this. You were so much bigger than this. Zomok, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Do I think that the story of Job really happened or more of a fable to teach us? That's a good question. I don't know that I'm smart enough to know the answer to those questions. Hey, Forrest, I was saying earlier, I don't know what that means. But yeah, you're welcome to be here. Yeah. I appreciate you being here. I mean, yeah, so that's where I'm like... Yeah, so I believe that, and this is where I was going to head with that. I'm not sure that I'm smart enough. But what I will say is that, he wants to speak. I'm not sure that's the context of this thing. I don't know. I'm going to probably say no, and it's not because I don't want to talk to you, Forrest. It's because I don't know, like, where that ends. And it concerns me that you're already debating with people in the chat. So I'm just going to be like, no, that's not really the heart of what we're doing here. We're just going through if you want to stick around and we're going to read through this Bible study together, you're welcome to. And if not, if it's not for you, then you don't have to stay. So here's what I'll say though, is what my perspective is that a story can both be true and be symbolic, right? When God brings about the information. Try rolling. Thanks, Dayton. I will. I'm distracted by the chat right now. But like a story can both be true and be symbolic. This is where I believe that like there's a high likelihood that a lot of this is literal. Like a lot of people talk about, hey, Adam and Eve is just a symbolic story about the beginning of man. And I'm like, I don't know. I think God's bigger than that. I think it can be both, you know? But that's my perspective. So with that, let's keep rolling here. So he's using this argument of absurdity. Hey, do you have eyes of flesh? Do you see as man sees? Are your days as the days of man? Are your years as man's years? Thanks so much. What is that? Like a unicorn. Thanks, unicorn. All right. That you seek out my iniquity and search for my sin. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. That's what Erich von Erich said. Mr. Kane, man, thanks for following, dude. Appreciate it. Although you know I am not guilty, right? So he's like, you're searching out my sin. And although you know that I am not guilty, and there is none to deliver, and there is none to deliver us out of your hand. You're searching out my sin. And hey, Forrest, man, I'm not like, this isn't a spot for like debate. If you want to hang around and discuss, you're welcome to. But I don't want this to be distracted with just a bunch of people trying to defend the word. Like, I'm not here to have like religious debates. Hold on. Oh, man. We got somebody asking for our Discord again. Have I played Bloodborne? Yeah, I really like Bloodborne. I have. Pretty boy. It's good. I really enjoy it. Okay. So, are your days the days of man? Although you know I'm not guilty and there is none to deliver me out of your hand. Your hands fashioned and made me, and now you have destroyed me altogether. Remember that you have made me like clay, and will you return me to the dust? Did you not pour me out like milk and curdle me like cheese? You clothed me with skin and flesh and knit me together with bones and sinews. You have granted me life and steadfast love, and your care has preserved my spirit. Yet these things you hid in your heart. I know that this was your purpose. If I sin, you watch me and do not acquit me of my iniquity. So now Job is struggling with this. Right? Job is struggling. Yeah. Hail, I am using a copy and paste. I don't know if it's a streamer weapon. I think it's just a very common weapon. All right. So, sorry, I'm getting distracted by this. So he's saying, hey, if I sin, you watch me and I do not acquit me of my iniquity. So there's this struggle within his soul of like, hey, I must really be sinful, right? I can't see it. I don't know what's going on, but I must really, really be struggling with it. Because you're searching me out, and like, are your days like the days of man? I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why you're still searching for me. Hey, Forrest, it's not an accident, man. I'm not looking for someone to come in and just try and bring about other stuff. We're just reading this word together. If you want to hang out here and discuss that, you're welcome to. But hey, thanks. No, I appreciate it. Welcome in. If I am in the right, I cannot lift up my head, for I am filled with disgrace and look on my affliction. All right. Forrest is wanting to do anything other than enjoy this, so I'm muting Forrest for the time being. All right. So if I am guilty, woe to me. If I am in the right, I cannot lift up my head, for I am filled with disgrace. Thanks, guys. We'll keep going. All right, Forrest, if you really want to be here that bad, you can be here, man. I really, really enjoy it, Waldo. I really, really, really enjoy it. Oh, man. Whoa, what is happening? All right, we're going to do this for a little bit. I'm filled with disgrace. Dude, it's all like a follow-up explosion stuff. Man. Nope, didn't do it. Me too, Starfire. I do a lot. All right. I have played the DLC once, yeah, and we're probably going to head into that after this. It's very open world, yeah. Careful, Noah. I'm not 40, but I'm pretty up there as well. All right. Thanks, Waldo, for following. I appreciate it. So what he's struggling with now is he's like, why are you so focused on me, God? Like, what am I doing that makes you so focused? Where my head lifted up and where you hunt me like a lion and again work wonders against me. You renew your witnesses against me and increase your vexation toward me. You bring fresh troops against me. Why did you bring me from the womb? Why that I had died before any eye had seen me and were as though I had not been? Carried from the womb to the grave, are not my days few? Then cease and leave me alone, that I may find a little cheer before I go, and I shall not return to the land of darkness and deep shadow, the land of gloom, like thick darkness, like deep shadow without any order, where light is as thick as darkness. Man, like he is in the pit, and he's like, I don't get it, God. I don't get why I'm stuck in this mode of you watching me like a hawk and tearing me down. Like, your time isn't as my time, right? Why can't we look past my iniquity? Why can't we look past my shame, my guilt? Why can't we move on? Why do you do this? Why do you hunt me? Why do you seek after me? Why is there no end to this? And then what we're going to see as we step forward is Zophar's response. And I'm interested to go through like the progression of these three friends because it's very poetic, right? And this book is poetic. It shifts from Bella, welcome. It shifts from the like historical narrative into like this poetic debate or this poetic back and forth between the guys. So Zophar, the Namathite, answered and said, "Here, should we just get help here? We're gonna do that. You guys are looking for top tier Elden Ring gameplay. You should go to somebody who's given that because there's people much better than I am." Zophar the Namathite answered and said, "Should a multitude of words go unanswered?" So we're about to see somebody who's pretty just straight on crass, like he's going to push back pretty hard. Should a multitude of words go unanswered, and a man full of talk be judged right? Should your babble silence men? Oh, hello, here you go. Hey! There you go. We'll go with one. We'll try it out and see how it goes. Should your babble silence men, and when you mock, shall no one shame you? For you say, my doctrine is pure. Right? You say, my doctrine is pure, and I am clean in God's eyes. But oh, that God would speak and open his lips to you, and that he would tell you the secrets of wisdom, for he is manifold in understanding. So he's sitting there, and he's like, you're saying way, way, way too much. Like, you've gone way beyond what's okay. Somebody has to stop you and shame you. This is not okay what you're doing here. And I'll be the one to do it, is what he's essentially saying. Okay, I thought I'd roll through that. Oh, he's got the cool kicking things. Oh, I thought it was coming to me. Hold on. Here we go. Boom. You get him. Morning, Tristan. Welcome, man. It is open world. Yeah, sorry if I forgot to respond. Oh, no. All right, we're good. Oh, don't get hit by him. That should not have hit me. Okay. What's happening with them? I don't know. Hey, X-Man. Good morning. Welcome. We're just fighting Radigan over here. Oh, rolled early. All right, we're good. What does that do? Oh, it keeps hurting. Okay. He's dead. He's dead. We're all dead. Yeah, we're going straight into the DLC. We're Dex Faith right now. Oh, I got him. I didn't realize I was that close. All right, for you say my doctrine is pure and I'm clean in God's sight. Let's drink a couple of these real fast. There we go. And I am clean in God's eyes. But oh, that God would speak and open his lips to you. Right? He's like, hey, you're saying you're in a good place. You're saying you're doing well here. Sean, welcome, man. Good morning. Yeah, well, that's probably what I am too, Kelton, because that's what most things I've used have been bleed-based. But oh, that God would open his mouth to you, right? That he would respond, because you're clearly not as good as you say you are, right? Like you're speaking far too much. You're saying you're clean in God's eyes, and it's so clear that you're not, right? It's so clear that you're not. Maximus, dude, welcome, man. It's been a little bit. Welcome back. Probably just a couple days, but it feels like it's been a while. And that he would tell you the secrets of wisdom, for he is manifold in understanding, right? So here we have another guy who has high honor for God. All of his friends, Forge Gamer, man, welcome. I appreciate you being here. All of his friends hold God in high esteem, and that's something really important to understand. Is each and every one of them are like, this would be like strong Christian brothers, right? Thanks for following, Forged. Appreciate it. So he's coming for me. He's like, look, God is the God of the Almighty, right? He knows the things of the deep. If only he could respond to you. He's manifold in understanding. Know then that God exacts of you less than your guilt deserves. So we have this guy now who's like, hey, listen, you've lost all your kids, all your ways of making money, every ounce of your livelihood, all your servants, but we both know you deserve far more than this, right? Very clearly, God is doing less than you deserve for him to do. No, I rolled way too early there. Okay. I don't think we're winning this round. Nope. Okay, that was it. I should have healed up there. Should have healed up. So, know then God exacts of you less than your guilt deserves, right? We all know God is, he is forgiving. He is all powerful. He is all knowing. All of us fail, and that nothing this bad has ever happened, right? Nothing this bad has ever happened. That it's so clear to me that he is doing less to you than you actually deserve, right? So he comes out swinging. He comes out rash. He comes out strong. Can you find out the deep things of God? Can you find out the limit of the Almighty? It is higher than heaven. What can you do? Deeper than Sheol. What can you know? Thanks, Gotham. Welcome in, man. I appreciate you being here. Deeper than Sheol, what can you know? Its measure is longer than the earth, and it's broader than the sea. Again, high level of trust, of faith in God this guy has. They're all misapplying it. Every single one of his friends is misapplying this trust. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have eternal life. There you go. I just said it. Noah, for you. Its measure is longer than the earth, broader than the sea. If he passes through and imprisons and summons to the court, who can turn him back? He knows everything, for he knows worthless men, which you are, Job. And we as the reader get to know that this is not true at all, right? It's his righteousness that's actually causing this. It's his uprightness, his blamelessness. And bear in mind, God didn't choose any of those other guys, right? He didn't choose any of the other guys to pull through this, to claim to send the accuser before. God, thanks for following, man. I appreciate it. Okay. For he knows worthless men. When he sees iniquity, will he not consider it? But a stupid man will get understanding when a wild donkey's colt is born a man. Right? Even a stupid man can figure this out. If you prepare your heart, you will stretch out your hands towards him. If iniquity is in your hand, put it far away. And let not injustice dwell in your tents. Listen, you're doing something wrong. We both know it. You need to repent. Turn yourself back to God. Surely then he will lift up your face without blemish, and you will be secure and will not fear. You will forget your misery, and you will remember it as waters that have passed away, and your life will be brighter than the noonday, and its darkness will be like the morning. That's all it's going to take, man. All it's going to take is you turn him back to God. It's so clear that what you've done is sin against God, and he's holding it against you. So please turn back to him. Just turn back to God. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the love you so much and for following. That was very sweet. I really, really appreciate that. That's huge. All right. Your life will be brighter than the noonday. Bull's mom, good morning. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Oh, look at this. Here we go. We got somebody. We got Faceless coming in to help us. It'll be good. Your life will be brighter than noonday, and its darkness will be like the morning. So even, Coach, welcome back, man. So even the days of darkness will be as bright as the morning time. You will feel secure because there is hope, and you will look around and take rest in your security, and you will lie down, and no one will make you afraid. Many will court your favor, but the eyes of the wicked will fail. Come on. There we go. We're taking two people in. You will feel secure because there is hope. You will look around and take rest in your security. You will lie down, and none will make you afraid. Many will court your favor, but the eyes of the wicked will fail. All way of escape will be lost to them, and their hope is to breathe their last. So listen, if you don't... we've been playing Elden Ring. That's what we've been playing. We may go to DS3 next, though. 2 is even better, X-Man. That's absolutely right. Here, hold on. Let's do this. And this. Did you? Oh, no. Here we go. We're going in. Okay, so his ending point is literally like, hey, if you turn yourself back to God, everything's going to be all right. He's going to accept you. He's going to redeem you. He's going to cleanse you, and no one will ever be able to touch you again. It's so clear to me that that's the problem. Just turn yourself back to him. He will cleanse you. He will make it better. He will make it all right. Right? But if you don't, and this is what's interesting, is it's essentially threatening him near the end, right? It's so clear to me that right now you are in opposition of God. And he says, hey, the eyes of the wicked are going to fail. Their escape will be like, you will not escape. If you do not turn back to him and repent of what you're doing, there is no escape for what you have happening to you, right? It's over, it's done. It's so clear that he is punishing you, and he's giving you less than you even deserve, right? Oh, right, we gotta fill back up. Hold on. Can I join next, please? Oh, like you want to help fight? We could do that. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm not opposed to that. I'm absolutely down for that. Oh my goodness, every single time. Hold on, we gotta heal up a little bit. All right, they took care of it for us. They took care of it for us. Okay, I put together this chart thing though, and I wanted to read through a little bit of it because it's really interesting to me. Here, let me see. Very. Have I tried Night Rain? I have tried Night Rain. I have. I'm not opposed to Night Rain. It is like I'm already struggling enough with the pace of this game, and I like getting to choose how quickly I'm moving. And so Night Rain is tough for me because it is so much faster. Like it's just nonstop, and it doesn't feel like. To me, it doesn't feel like anything like how Elden Ring feels. It's very, very different. You're just flat out just screaming through a map. But yeah, I'm on PC right now. All right. We're gonna move. We're gonna run. Here we go. Second phase. Yep. Jimmy, welcome in. Okay, is that focused on me? No, it's not. We're all right. We're going to be okay. I hate how just on foot all this is. We're going to get him, though. We're going to get him. Oh, man. Hold on. Right. That's still not focused me. Okay, cool. All right, hold on. Yeah, I'm sure you'll beat this boss. I think so. I think we'll get it. Well, especially we got Black Flame Man over here who's doing like 10,000 damage a hit. Okay, I wanted to contrast, though. So you've got these three guys who have spoken to him. You've got... Hold on. I don't know what that does. I think I got to run this way. Where's he at? Geo. Thanks for following, man. How long does this chase me for? Oh, no. I'm going to die 100%. Yeah, okay. That did not work out. I think you got this, no help needed. Yeah, you're probably right, Noah. You're probably right. Okay, so we've got the three guys. We've got Eliphaz, who comes in first. We've got Bildad, and then we have Zophar, right? We got Zophar. So the tone of these guys is all like progressive in its way. Hey, Coach, thank you for the heart, man. I didn't see that. I apologize. Thank you so much. We got these progressive guys. So the tone of each of them. Yeah. Do you want to? Yeah, I lost. We were close though. How do we do this, Noah? What do we do? So Eliphaz comes in. This is the first guy that speaks. Likely the eldest. Usually the eldest would speak, or the one that was the highest rank or most respected, right? He comes in and his tone is gentle and respectful. You have Bildad that comes in a little bit later after Job speaks again, and he brings in, thanks, Gio, I appreciate it. He brings in like more of a direct and blunt response. Your name is Hype Noah. Do we need to like set it? Can I do like a, how do we set? Hold on. I need to do a system. Here we go. Can't you set a... I don't know how to do it. I don't know whether you're going to show up here. We will get the final boss. That's very true. But I thought we could set like a... Oh, here we go. Settings. Multiplayer password. Here. Man HUD. You got to use that. No, Noah. You can't play Xbox. It's not cross-region. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. It's not cross-region. Where are you at, Noah? Are you in a different country? I'm going to make some more of those things. Oh, I'm an idiot. I just turned on a password and then I can't. Oh, is it not crossplay? I thought it was. I thought it was. How do I delete it? There we go. We'll try it again. Okay, so then you have Eliphaz, gentle, respectful. Bildad is direct and blunt, and then Zophar flat out goes like harsh and aggressive. Right? There's this progression through this thing, and it is written as poetry. There you go. Gotham needs help, Noah. Let's see if this works. There's Emma. All right, so that's their tone difference. Their approach is also interesting because it progresses as well, right? So Eliphaz comes in and he's using personal experience. This is what I've seen. This is the dream that I had. This is what happened with me, right? And then you have Bildad who comes in and he talks about tradition. The elder, here's the elders, what they say. Here's what tradition says. Here's what the elders say. This is what's going on. And then you have Zophar who comes in and he's authoritative, right? He's just directly like, I say this, you're wrong. Right? I'm not speaking to any past history. I'm not speaking to any of this. We just know this thing to be wrong. So you have this kind of progressive approach. Oh, these guys are excited. Let's get in there. And then their view of Job, right? Eliphaz comes in. Noah's got a sign at the door for anyone who needs help fighting the final boss. I would have loved to use you, Noah, by the way. All right. So Eliphaz views Job with like subtle questioning. He's like, hey, you and I both know God only does this to people who've done wrong, kind of a thing. But I know you to be a good man. So there's like a question about it, right? Oh, no. Oh, I almost ran into it. We did it. Great job, everybody. So there's subtle questioning from Eliphaz, and then you have Bildad who speaks next, and he has this increasing suspicion. And then Zach, you're welcome to be here if you want to enjoy it, man. I appreciate you joining in. And then you have Zophar come in, and he's just openly accusatory, right? He just opens up, and it's like, hey, it's so clear that you've done wrong. And the core message of each of these guys, right? You've got Eliphaz who talks about, hold on, here we go. I got to get a couple of hits in while we can, and then we'll run. Eliphaz's core suffering is that suffering suggests sin, right? Hey, it suggests that you have sinned, the fact that you're suffering. Bildad takes it a step further, and it says, hey, this is what proves sin, right? God will he will discipline those that he loves and those who sin against him. And so this is a proof that it's clear that you have done something wrong. Let's keep attacking this guy real quick. And then Zophar takes it even further. He's like, hey, not only are you guilty, you deserve way worse than this. These guys are doing a ton of damage on this guy. All right, I gotta move. I don't know if that's for me. It's not for me. This makes it almost like not even a boss. Jesus can save your game if you believe and forgot to save. I don't know about that, but it's possible. He's able to do it. Tuxtine, thank you. Thanks, Starfire. I did end up doing it after I forgot. All right, we got about 10 minutes here. I'll finish up this thing. We did it. Thanks, y'all. Let's go. All right, and then the view of God is, Eliphaz views him as like, hey, he's just, he's corrective, he wants to bring you back. Bildad is like, hey, God is predictable, he is just, he's going to do this. And then Zophar is like, man, God needs to be more severe with you, right? God's just, and he's severe, and you need to be okay with it. You need to move on. You need to fix it. And again, we all know that, like, what is this? It's like, is this the end of the game? We all know that Job is not in the wrong here. And so everyone's view, while correct, right, they're bringing a whole bunch of biblically based stuff, right? Mr. Planeswalker, man, part of the story of Jesus is that Jesus literally makes to where our sin does not keep us from God, right? That's an aspect of what's going on, is we can't do well enough. So we read about this yesterday within Job of like, hey, I need a mediator, someone like I cannot be found blameless before God because I don't have someone to stand between us and to make it okay, right? And so there's this element that Jesus Christ came in order to take away the sins of the world, right? He takes it away. And it's the Spirit that works in us that actually brings us closer to God, right? It's not my own effort to stop sinning that solves this. It is Jesus himself. It's Jesus himself who does it. He takes care of it. Does God keep forgetting? So this is where, like, I'm concerned about the way that you view sin and how it separates you from God, because sin does separate us from God, right? And in initiality, like, we cannot make it right. And I think the thing that I would call out there is, it doesn't matter how much good you do. We've already failed God, right? It doesn't matter how much good that I do tomorrow, or how much I stop doing what I was doing, or the things that I see in and of myself that I see to be wrong, right? The sins I see, because there's a whole bunch of sins I don't even see. Like, God's been gracious enough to not expose in me things that I already know to be problematic, right? I know that I have sins in me that I can't even see yet. And that God has just given me grace enough to say, hey, like, I'm not going to give you that weight yet. I'm not going to give you the weight of that thing yet. You're not even going to know that you have that sin. And so me just doing better does nothing for my salvation. It does nothing for my closeness to God. And that's not the story that Jesus brought, right? The story that Jesus brought is, you cannot of your own accord come to the Father. No one comes to the Father but through me. And so what we see here is like, hey, you giving your life to God, you giving your life to Jesus is not, no, I need to stop sinning and then I turn around, I come over here and give my life to God. It is, hey, welcome. I am a Christian. Yes, thanks for following. It is not, I need to stop sinning so I can give my life to God. It's no, I give my life to Jesus, right? I say, hey, I'm not good enough. I look upon the cross and I say, yes, I deserve that. I deserve a brutal death for the sake of the sins that I've committed. But Jesus took it for me, right? And so I look upon the cross and say, hey, Jesus, I trust and believe that what you did was enough for the salvation of my heart. What you did was enough for the salvation of my soul. And I trust you that you've done this, that you are taking care of it, and that you fixed it for me. And so then, right, so we say that, and like, that would have been enough. Right? That would have been enough for all of us, just to say that he's taken on the sins of me on himself so that I can now be free. But God goes so much further than that, right? Then he sends the very Spirit of himself, right? You have the Spirit of God. He is living. He indwells you. He is living inside of you at that moment, right? You have the Spirit that actually takes a step into your life. He steps into your life and he helps you to move forward. And you know what the fruit of that Spirit is? It's love and joy and peace and patience and kindness and goodness and gentleness and faithfulness and self-control. This is massively important. So the fruit of the Spirit of God being at work in you is everything that you want to be, right?
Everything you want to be is what he brings out of you, not what you effort in for yourself. Right, but that's because he loves you, Planeswalker. You say when I stray, God puts signs all through my life trying to draw my attention to him. This is what we see all throughout the Bible, man. All throughout the Bible, God is relentlessly seeking down his people. And he's seeking you down and being like, look, you need to turn from this, right? And that's evidence of the Spirit being at work in my life. But it's attachment to the Spirit that is going to bring about the things that I want, not me just efforting to stop doing bad. Right? Nice job, Noah. Way to get Moog. And so that's a key call out there is like we get so caught up in like I'm going to try and like fix this thing in my heart and in my life so that I can be better and closer to God and I can feel better about myself. It's like, man, that's not the root of what God's called us to. He's called us to forget what is behind and strain toward what is ahead. If I'm looking only inwardly, all I'm going to do is keep staring right here, noticing all the bad things. As soon as I fix one thing, I'm going to notice another, and it's not going to get any better because I'm looking at myself. Well, I appreciate you being here, man. I really do. But what I would call out is like if you have accepted Jesus Christ, or if you accept him here in this moment today, you are a different man. You're a new creation. The old is gone, the new has come. You are completely different than what you used to be. And what we do now is we step forward in the purpose and the meaning of God, right? And that's not I fix every single sin I have and I only look at myself. It's no. He freed me so that I could now wake up, stop staring at all of my sin and despair and grossness, and go move out and do something for somebody else. And that's what we start asking for. God, let your Spirit move in me to show me who I need to speak to, what I need to do, where I need to go, right? And I'm going to ignore all this stuff in my past, right? If I sin and I fail tomorrow, right? Praise be to God. Praise be to God that I am redeemed, and that does not preclude me. The wages of sin is death, but death no longer has any hold over me. Sin no longer has any hold over me. It doesn't have power, right? Brian, man, welcome. I'm so glad to see you, dude. So there's your little gospel for the day, but I think it's super important when I see stuff like that it's like, man, God set us free for freedom's sake, right? What's your favorite other than Jesus? My favorite character? Is that what you're saying? Got him? I'm touching this. I don't know, dude. That's a hard question to answer. Dude, I'm glad you're here, dude. We're here every single morning. I'd love for you to keep on coming back. I should be a voice actor at some point in my life. This guy sounds cool. Elijah's a good one. Yeah. There's a lot of good ones, man. I love the story of David. I like Paul. I like Peter. One of the things that, like, my sons are named after him, and so I'm a big fan of the stories that hold on, I'm skipping this. It's not that I don't enjoy. Oh, okay. Well, now we're back at the entry. I probably need to go in the next 2 minutes. It's probably good. Skip that as well. No, we're not beginning Journey 2. We're going to go to the DLC. On Mount Zion by himself against the followers of Baal. Oh yeah, that is a good one. When he asks if he's going to the bathroom. Okay, sorry, we got to finish this thing. I got to finish. I put this whole like comparison thing together. Now I'm not even reading it. So we got these three. We're looking at these three all together and showcasing. Hey, here's how this progression happens, because it's very poetic, the progression. So the advice to Job for each of them, right? You've got Eliphaz who speaks first. He's the most humble of the three of them, and he's like, hey, seek God and accept discipline, excuse me. Right? That's what you need to do. And then Bildad is like, hey, just repent and you'll be restored. Right? It's a little bit further, but it's not nearly as bad. And then finally what you'll see is you've got Zophar who comes in and he's like, hey, repent immediately or face judgment. Right? Like this is going even further. So every time we see this like consistent step toward a less and less and less gracious appeal, right? And so it's so interesting to watch, because this is all leading toward essentially what's going to be like an active debate. So they've got, and all three of them have some element of misapplied wisdom, but you see that progress as well. So Eliphaz comes in and he's got like wisdom that's misapplied. It is good wisdom though. That's a key call out. This is not, he's not incorrect about a lot of what he's saying. You have Bildad who comes in and he oversimplifies his theology, his understanding of God, which was another problem. And then finally what you have is Zophar who comes in and he's like condemning without evidence, right? That's the key problem with what he's doing. So we go from all three of them have misapplied wisdom. They have stuff that is true on face value, but how does it actually come to play? Or is it as simple as they lay it out to be? No. And you see this escalation through each of them build up. And then we're going to look this next time. I think we're probably going to go through 2 or 3 chapters because it's all Job's response to Zophar. And then kind of a cry out to God. And so that's what we'll be looking at tomorrow as we go into this thing. And so tomorrow, if you guys want to join, we'll be here same time. It's like 7:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is 5:30 a.m. my time. This is the time that I have because we've got 5 kids and I've got a pretty demanding job. So this is when I'm on. I've thought about adding in an evening one, but we'll see if we have time for that at some point. So I got to hold on, we got to grab this. Yeah. And I think we all know what we're going to use this for. What does Prestigious Axe have? You got to have 36 to spew that. This looks cool too. I don't know which one's better. I'm not sure which one's better. All right, but in the meantime, I do have to go. I've got a meeting with one of our guys here this morning, and I got to be over there within the hour, so I need to go shower and get ready. But I really appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate the support. And, bro, this background, what are we talking about? Like behind me or what? Peace be with you, Starfire. I appreciate it. Thanks, Lethal Breeze. I think you're talking about what's behind. Oh, it's fire. Thank you. That's actually, we actually talked about this yesterday. Those are unused wood flooring panels that I cut into squares, and then I hung up some padding and put $20 Amazon lights on the wall. So, but I'm pretty proud of it as well. I appreciate that. All right. You guys have a blessed day. Keep Christ the center focus of your life. Stay in step with the Spirit, and we will be back here tomorrow morning, probably going through Job. What would that be, 12, 13, 14? Yeah, we're going to go get some work done. But y'all are loved, and we'll see you tomorrow. I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate y'all being here. With that, you guys have a great one. Hey, this is our first time we went under an hour in a while. That's good.